Well, so Claire just showed a different finger to me. So, hello everyone. We're on YouTube now, I think. This is Claire. That's David over there. That's Jacko down there. And that's Lewis down there.
That's hard.
We need some more people so it's like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Ultimate chaos.
So we've been chatting for a while, but hello, how are we all?
Hello.
Yeah, on here too.
Yeah, we don't have anything else to talk about now.
No, that was
nice.
it.
See you. Good night.
Thanks for catching up, guys.
G'day, Kate. How are we?
We were talking about Sad Boy.
Yes,
my
my latest random rabbit hole to go down, of many, as you know, is now reviewing the saddest food that Loz and I can find in supermarkets.
It's excellent. It's a great idea.
It's been a journey.
Hey, Bill.
There's a lot in the pipeline that I'm still afraid of. Like, we've kind of started on ones that we thought would maybe help us find a rhythm and get going, but there are some shockers out there, and some ones that we do hope will actually be all right. Like, so far, we've had two which haven't been too bad.
Yeah, I was surprised with the pizza.
Yeah,
it was
actually wasn't that bad. I mean, because some of it, one of them that we're going to drop tomorrow, basically has a funny tagline where nothing on the packet actually says that it's good. Versus almost every other sad meal, it has like big flashing letters saying we're so tasty and full. We're reviewing something that just doesn't say that at all. So we're kind of
the burger. The burger was just sad.
Probably the most funny thing is that there were so many people in the comments saying, "Man, this brings back memories." Oh, so did you like it? No, it was bad then. It's bad now. It was quite funny.
What do you define as a sad meal?
I think we initially define it as just something that you look at on a supermarket and go, oh, or like, you're really you're not in good sorts for yourself and you're just grabbing whatever you can find. More or less, the less cooking, the better. Yeah, like we haven't done, I don't think we've done anything now that hasn't had cooking elements to it. But if it's in a microwave, we're in a good start.
Microwave cookery,
things like that.
Yeah, that's what I expected, just microwave time.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, like we did Deb, only because we hadn't eaten it before. You just need to boil the kettle, and 30 seconds later, you've got food. Like, it's insane how fast that is.
Yeah.
Here's your better half, summing up nicely. Ask yourself, am I depressed enough to eat this?
Yeah,
that's the exact definition of sad.
Yeah.
So if we eat something and it brings us
You've answered my question.
Thank
you. Well, I'm glad I jumped on here to talk about microwave food.
You're welcome. If you didn't know already, I know wait, let me hide this. So our topic is Brickbuilt Sydney recap, and this is pretty much on par with the standard of sticking to the topic. So we've hit it all.
Yeah. Done well.
This is Jacko, everyone. Jacko is normally in the chats and in the background, but he met us in Sydney for the first time, face to face. And he was all right for a chat, so I thought, if you want to, you can join on and chat with us on the screen.
And one of our lovely award-winning Sydney builders.
That's right.
Your mock card.
Got a little trophy for the mock card holder. That was pretty cool.
Awesome. Where's your mock card holder? Is it there? Can I see it?
Show us your trophy.
The holder is... I'll get the trophy. 2 secs.
Can I make the big? Oh, yeah, I did it.
Oh, that's where all the action happens.
Look at all these storage and stuff.
Oh, good to see you. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a storage system.
Those ones that he's got on the back right.
Oh, very nice. That's cool.
The card's up in the shelf. I can't get it down.
Oh, bummer.
It's kind of wedged in there. But
I'm sure I have a photo here somewhere.
That's cool. Cool.
Pull up a photo.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Let me. Oh, look. Spread amongst yourselves while I look for a photo.
Oh.
Fantastic. I mean, so there were 3 of us up there. We had
where did Tom go?
Myself, and
Why am I up there?
I'm not sure where Tom went, but for the viewers, myself, Jacko, and Tom were at the event. Claire, you missed it, and David, I guess you would have seen from everyone on social media at the time.
Yeah, I loved your lights. I loved all your streaming, Lewis. It was awesome.
My streaming does not happen. Tom did a stream though.
I know, thank God.
And he always does a better one. So
I know, but we talked. Didn't we have a conversation, you and I?
I did say that there was a high chance I would not, but just out of pure forgetfulness. But it was good to see Tom's. It's a good record of everything that went on.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. And Billsy did one too, as well.
Yes.
So yeah, but actually Tom's was much better. Billsy's service wasn't very good, so it was very glitchy, whereas Tom's was lovely. He had good service, yeah. Not like now.
Overall,
in the building either.
Overall, a really successful event. Would you agree that, Jacko?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, they put on a good show. The committee did a really good job. So clap to you guys. You guys worked hard.
Well done, Helena.
And it all paid off. Even the kerfuffle at the end handled perfectly. Did you hear about the little ending surprise that we had?
Oh yeah, the fire at the end.
Wow,
That was hilarious. All I heard was Lewis's voice just go, "Fire!" And everyone went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, because we were standing there all smelling it, like it was in the air, and it wasn't until everyone's going, "Is something burning?" and like looking at outlets because you're getting that kind of electrical smoke, and then it was just happening to look up, and right above Tom and Yabs was a light that had blown in I guess just the wiring box above it was just visibly burning. And so
there's this little flame coming off it.
But then they handled it pretty discreetly. Like it wasn't a big song and dance. They did. Yeah, it was pretty low key, all things considered. We just had to move a few things out of the way.
But it was right above
there was a
Batman's
fire
Vacation.
That's
right
that's
above
what we're
it.
talking about.
Yeah, so we had to move them out the way. But once that was out of the way, it was all pretty smooth. It was just a bit of waiting, really.
Like, I don't know, 2 hours or something.
Yeah, I was one of the interstates, so they let me get out. I was one of the earlier ones to leave. And we as soon as we realized there was a fire, a bunch of us just started madly packing up as much as we could. A few people got out of there, just packed their stuff and ran.
Helena saying,
off they went.
Yeah. So it was a bit of a mad dash, but I mean, it wasn't catastrophic. Nothing got lost.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, considering all things, it would have been chaos, but it was handled really calm. Everyone got their shit together, which was nice, and there was no fuss, but everyone got out there. I had to wait a little bit because I was local, so everyone else had to, take priority, but I just went up the road, got something to eat, came back, and all tables just been brought outside, and it's like, get your Lego, put it in your box, and off you go.
Wow.
Eventually, they got the lights back on. So
they did? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they had to get a Sparky to come in, get up, check it out, make sure it was all clear, and then turn.
You just kicked everyone out. You just kicked everyone out.
Oh, you're back. The pressure.
You knocked out Jacko.
Yeah, I know. I was at the top.
Did it just keep going without me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So sorry. I'm hotspotting on my phone now. My internet's horrible. I don't know what happened. Everything just went grey. So I'm glad you kept going without me. What I missed.
We thought you were looking for the photo.
And I don't think we can end it without you, so we're going to be here forever because we can't end it because we didn't start it.
We were on the hot topic of the very hot convention.
The light. Yeah.
I missed all the fire talk.
Yeah,
the fire talk. I mean, we could talk about it again. It was a good time. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was just, we were wondering whether or not they were going to have to spray it with a fire extinguisher, whether or not they were going to have winter Batman's Vacation.
I was not looking forward to it. Was just like, it honestly was at the point where I wasn't sure if I could be bothered cleaning it all. If it got covered in some kind of, pasty something, and it was all like, I just don't know if I could be bothered.
Nah, that can
I
be an
just would have broken it and started the Spider-Man build. I just give up. But after
pretty definite look of horror. When you looked up and saw that it was right above your build, and you're just thinking, "Oh no, what are we going to do here?"
That's right.
That was the point of
Yabs had a couple of mates checking everything out, and they were just chatting next to our build. And I walk over, and they're like, "Can you smell that? It smells like a sparkler, like on a cake." And we looked up, and the light was out, and then they kicked everyone out, and then the light started flickering from the wrong end.
Yeah, it was spitting out little chunks of burning debris. That wasn't great.
Yeah, and the biggest bit was right when we were dragging the Batman tables. Like there was 4 of us dragging the Batman tables, and no one had thought to pull the stuff out from underneath the tables before we dragged it, except for Yabs, who quickly pulled the stuff out from underneath and almost got spattered on with fire.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Yep.
Jeez.
So, did like little bits of the light or fire actually flicker down, or was it all contained up in the light? Did anything
No, like
come out?
some bits did break off, and that's why we were moving stuff like Dave's Mario background, because that was right there. And,
Yeah, that would have.
that thing would go up in a puff of
Yeah.
smoke immediately.
Yeah, I would have melted a bit, but I don't think it would have go.
Yeah, the melted the Mario.
Wouldn't have been very pretty. We know that much.
Mamma mia.
But I think really the only person who
I'm
really
a
lost
melting.
something was Sam's weekend, because he had to work on Sunday. Because our Sam with the crane is the resident fireman. So, of course, when everything went down, he sort of took charge a bit.
Yeah, it was super exciting once we knew we were getting our Lego back. There was one point, I don't know if you guys have already covered this. Sam was telling me at one point, the management was like, just shut it down. We'll get an electrician in the next morning, and then everyone can come pick up their Lego sets tomorrow. It's like they haven't even been in the room.
Yeah.
Like Lego sets. That's ridiculous. It takes hours to pack up. And there you go. Helena's saying Greg, Sam, and I left a bit after 8. Golly.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Here. Yeah, there were bits raining stuff down. Dave's Mario background would have been very flammable. Looks like pure polyester. Yeah, no doubt.
That's all right. So we took care of that, and and then it was just a bit of sitting down and waiting. But I mean, I said to Helena at the end, this event went pretty flawlessly, like it seemed from the outside, no real technical issues. If something was to go wrong, it happened right at 4 o'clock. So everyone was out. There was no public in there. So it was about something was going to happen. It was the best chance scenario for something to happen.
Just a few AFLs to get killed. Yeah.
It honestly, like, one of the best run, I mean, I've only been around a couple of years, but one of the best run expos, conventions that I've been to. I'm impressed. I'm going to be honest, Helena, I didn't expect it.
It was a million years better than, like, even, I guess, because the venue itself already helped, because you could just pull off the road and you were there, and there were big bays. Like, you didn't have to go to a security desk. So little stuff like that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So easy to get in.
Yeah. It really was. And you could, like, I don't know, there was a bit of a sense, there was things happening at the convention that hadn't happened in other ones, because there are a lot of conventions that are just stuck. I don't know if stuck's the most delicate word, but they've run plenty of successful conventions, and they know how they did those ones. So there's no reason to change the way they did those ones. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. This definitely felt like they were trying new things and bringing things in from other conventions that they'd seen worked really well.
Okay.
I mean, having 2K Drive there, even that was just a fun addition. I didn't get a chance to play it, but it was cool that people could.
What is 2K
Drive? A free one.
What's 2K Drive? I don't get it.
Yeah,
it's a
check out the winner.
Yes.
The mock card holder. Hold it up again, Jacko. Hold it up again. We want to make.
Is it a video game?
Yes,
that's me.
That's you, Tom.
I played a lot of Mario Kart in my life. I figured it out. Yeah, there you go. It's like Mario Kart but Lego.
Oh, so it's a video game.
Yeah. And they were like console things there. So Jacko didn't only win the mock card holder, he won the 2K Drive tournament on Saturday night.
Cool. Was that in the gifting thing, the game?
No, that wasn't the Dirty Bricks. So we just went over and had a few rounds of the game and just did elimination round, just head to head. Whoever lost was out, and then battled on until there was 2 people left, and I whooped them.
Yay!
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I play a lot of video games, so it was I was good to go.
And do you at least have a PS5, or you're gonna have to switch it with someone who has a PS5?
I got to choose what platform, so I chose PS5 because I got one.
They're not mucking around in Sydney.
No,
who left a piece behind?
One piece.
One
piece of Lego, or like a display piece.
Yeah, one piece.
Was it a
One
one-piece thing?
It wasn't.
2x2?
Please tell me it wasn't.
Yeah, what sort of piece was it?
A 2x4.
Oh. Wow.
So what else did I miss in the chat? Was it just fly talk?
We're still waiting for your photos.
Yeah.
Okay, photos. I'm also.
Oh yeah, I got called out for not filming because I didn't. That was fine.
So my photos are on my phone, right? And it's a bloody iPhone, so you've got to wait for it to do its own thing to share it to your computer, and it still has.
You know we were going to
items.
have this stream a week ago, right? You had a week to prepare.
I didn't have a week. I got
Just
home
saying.
on Tuesday, Monday.
Just saying.
Monday.
So
I
3
know.
days then.
I started this afternoon, and you would think, 3.5 hours would be enough time.
Really?
It's still not downloaded. I'm telling you, my internet is the worst.
Oh my God.
We're going to start with Yazzy's photos.
Yep.
Yeah, he took some good ones.
He did. And he got the people too. That was cool.
Yeah, the candids are great. Genuine
yeah,
candids.
I love the one of you with Tamara in the background getting accosted by that furry thing.
Yeah, by the Ewok.
Furry thing.
She's sort of like, I think I like this.
How's that?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you see that?
No,
you can't see that.
Tamara, they won a build for Possum Magic, which is great.
Thank God, finally.
Really good.
Yeah, everyone
was awesome.
Oh yeah, that's
Here you go. How's that?
The candidates.
Yeah. We can't see her. All right, I'll just
Look at Dave. What's he up to? He's up to something.
Being a rock star. Just being a general rock star.
Being a rock star.
He's talking about this. What I don't know what is this? What's this called? A womp? Womp?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I don't have a better photo of it, but it's just I didn't expect someone to be able to make grey on grey have so much personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It went viral on Reddit earlier this week from someone else who posted it. Like they built it, which Dave doesn't understand because anytime he posts photos of stuff like that, they always bomb online. Like no one cares, and then other people build them and post them. And they always get mad traction.
That's the worst.
It's a curse.
Oh, there's me.
Oh,
Clayface's arm. So Clayface's arm, if his head is not on the shoulders, the torso, the shoulders, he just falls over. The helicopter just goes down. So Gary, who is Mr. Phantom, I don't know if you've seen the Phantom busts or Phantom mosaics. If it's Phantom, it was probably him. He decided to wander over and hold it up for me while I sorted it out because I also built the bottom of the arm, cleverly thinking if it pops off and I can slide off the battery pack cover, I'm set. But you can't pop the batteries out with it set in, so I have to take it all apart every time I want to change the batteries.
Oh, yeah.
Magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that running off batteries all weekend, that helicopter blade, or was it through an actual...
No, so 2 AA's.
Did you have to change it much throughout the weekend?
So on bump in, I put in fresh ones, and it went quick and then slowed down after a couple of minutes. And so I thought, I better get some fresh batteries. And I put fresh ones in Saturday morning, and it did the same thing. A couple of minutes really fast, and then slowed down and stayed that slow speed for the rest of the weekend.
Oh, wow.
You're going to have to use there you go.
I really like the slow speed too, because it was like Vietnam flashback speed.
Yeah.
Flashback speed.
Triggering. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
From all your time.
How good's the cosplay?
From your time it's so good having the 501st there. It's really, really fun.
Lights it right up.
Also, that's not the furry thing.
No, you'll see it.
Behind you.
You'll see it. I felt so bad. These two, what are they called? Royal Imperial Guards? Something.
Royal Guards.
Sorry, I don't know Star Trek. But I was walking past and I'm like, these look awesome. Can I have a selfie? And they said, yeah, sure, whatever you say in Klingon. And
Klingon.
And then I go to take the selfie, and this other dude standing next to them goes, "Do you want me to take it for you?" And I thought, nah, that's all right, man. I'll just take the selfie. And then I realized as I was taking the photo that he was dressed as bloody Anakin Skywalker. And I should have got him photo too. And I was totally fobbing him up. By Anakin Skywalker, I mean, Brock, whatever you call him.
Vader.
Here it is.
Yay.
Awesome magic.
Oh.
Awesome magic.
She built it with
little baby possum on the top, or Bandicoot on the top. Is it Bandicoot, right? Yeah, it's all translucent bricks.
All
translucent. Baby on the top.
Yeah,
it's
she brought it to Brickvention, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful build.
It's beautiful, right?
Yes. So this time it got a trophy, David.
That's great.
Oh, it's nice.
So well deserved. We've all been clamoring for it for so long.
We have.
I voted for her on Brickvention.
Yeah, nice. I think so. It was. I think that was second place.
Yeah,
exhibitor choice. Is that right?
Was that people's choice or was that the exhibitor's choice?
I think that was exhibitor's
choice. There was two different categories.
Well, you were second place exhibitor choice, Tom. So it would have been AFOL choice.
In Brickvention, it was really hidden. It was way in the back.
Yeah. No, it was my.
It was right around the corner from me, but it was tucked away from the main flow of traffic.
But it was behind a big
choice. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Second place, AFOL choice, and it is Baby Possum and Grandma Possum. Baby Possum, Grandma.
Hello, darling. It's beautiful.
We have Batman from a distance. Still holds up.
I'm still giving Toddy a rubbing about 2/3 being enough, because he said something to me. He's like, "Oh, who are these jokers with their Arkham City?" And like, what, the award-winning combo team of Tom and Yabs with their perfect Batman build.
Yeah, so he's really just the frills, I guess. No, it would have.
Now the question is, can you win with one of them?
Yeah, interesting.
You've done two. Could you take away a single?
Maybe in Adelaide you should do it all separate.
See who gets the most votes. Yeah, watch that. Watch
you compete against each other.
Yeah.
First, second, and third. Is that how they vote in Adelaide? I don't even know. I've also taken the Turtles to Adelaide for the first time. So if they could have a first, second, third, and fourth, that'd be great.
Jeez, would you like some coffee with that?
What's Helena got here? Public vote, third place, Owen and Panda for the GBC. Oh, yeah, the GBC was third. So this is public, the People's Choice. GBC was third with Owen and Panda. Yabs and Tom for Batman was second. And then first was Eric for Frenzied Neo Isla.
That dude is a hustler.
Hustler is the right word. Good grief. Him and his folks can, what's the right word? Can lobby a vote?
Who's the president?
Yeah, lobby.
You invited the president to vote?
AFOL.
New South Wales is fancy.
For those of you who don't realise, Snowlena here, Helena,
is choice.
Is the magic behind Sydney this year. AFOL third place, Sam Cook for the Rivex Crane. Yeah, I'm glad the Crane got a nod this time.
Yeah.
Second place was Tamara.
Acknowledged.
Tamara.
With Possum Magic. And Yabs and Tom for Batman was number one. And President's Choice.
There you go.
Oh, so the President's
that one.
Bang.
That sounds
President's Choice was
President's Choice.
The president.
There were two President's Choice things, mock card and right. So President's Choice is the mock card holder, and that was Jackson. And then Committee's Choice is just the committee rolls around and goes, "This one's the best." Is that how it works? Helena. Yes, Yabs and Tom. This I'm just saying. I have no part in not having the other names called out at Brickvention. That is entirely people's fault.
Huh?
It's just bad organisation. I'm glad they organised it right here in Sydney this time.
Ooh. You win a few trophies and you start throwing jabs at organisers and events. And...
What a shot.
There's the AFOL choice right there. Third place. Yeah. Bang.
Some people can't handle fame. Some you've changed. You've changed.
Oh,
what's happened? Dave,
it's all gone away. Come back.
What the hell?
This one?
There we go.
How good is this? Do you know who built this?
Yeah, that's cool.
The Brickbuilt.
I don't know who built that.
Did Greg build it? Or I think Greg did.
It's really cool. I dig it.
Ask Helena, she knows all. She's the encyclopedia of Sidlug.
Lol, and yeah, committee choice was voted on the one we all liked that was a smaller build and hadn't won awards already. I wondered about that. That's a good way to do it.
So that implies that there was a winner that did win an award. They would have chosen.
Oh, well, smaller build. Yeah, I dig that they waited until all the other votes came in and then chose.
Yeah.
Rather than someone getting 3 trophies.
Like yourself.
Yeah, like you.
I got 2 trophies.
No, humble man. You're a humble man.
No, there's nothing humble about Tom anymore. He has changed. I keep saying.
Greg built Brickbuilt. Designed by Matthew. Matthew's the guy who designed all the castles and whatnot too, hey?
He did the Sidlug collab.
Yeah,
he designed all that stuff too, which was pretty awesome. It was 16 that whole thing laid out. So I've been hearing about it and reading about it on the forums and following along and looking at all these little update posts, but I've never actually got to see all of it together until Brickbuilt. So that was cool.
Did they even get to see it all done ahead of time, or it's all just fully planned?
We've seen like small parts had been brought to other shows, like the Wilkes did Big Wilkes Landia. That was a big massive section of castle that was raised up, and I've seen that at a few other smaller shows. But no, that was the first time everybody's seen it together. They've just been going off plans and mapping and just intense discussions and whatnot. But yeah, we had I think some of it together at a previous one, but that was the first time everything was together.
Yeah,
I think that part of the build had my favorite build at that event, and it was just that they had the Zelda Breath of the Wild stable in that big collab, and I don't know if there's any up close photos of it explicitly.
There was so much in there.
Zelda, so it really. I was like, yeah, this is good. This is my language right now.
I didn't get any, and I don't think Yabs has any in this role either. But here's the super lightsaber wall.
Some of it. There's my little head in the back.
Some of it, and some things strategically blocked conveniently.
Thanks, Yabsy. Appreciate that. We did have to hide a few things.
There's Anakin right there, the guy who I fobbed off.
There was a bit. Lewis,
he's in the Clone Wars Anakin outfit.
With the kid that nearly pulled down the wall.
Oh god, yeah, I frightened the hell out of a kid.
Oh my god, Lewis, that would have been bloody hell.
It was getting busy, but this kid came to grab something. But in the process, they pulled it, and it was the Master Sword, and they were about as tall as it was, so it was too heavy. Oof. And so they've stumbled and kicked the bottom of one of the boards, so the whole thing is shunted, and started falling on top of it. And the only thing that saved it is that long lightsaber at the top caught the edge, so it kind of fell and then was moving and pushing everything. So I had to yell out to him and scare the lights out of the poor kid and run over and just put my hands up on it.
You scared me after death. I was 2 feet away, and I just hear you go, ah!
Oh my god! Because I had to yell because they wouldn't. It wasn't stopping. But yeah, it was a bit intense, but it was fine. I was just worried about the kid. If that thing fell on his head, he'd be in a world.
No way! You'd be worried about everything breaking. Oh my god!
I can put that back together. I can't fix a kid's head if it gets broken.
Oh, true. Sorry, yeah, I agree.
That was fine.
2x2s, and you can put it back together, mate.
Yeah.
And I built everything on that wall once, and I could build.
Yeah, you had a few helmets there. Just stuck one on his noggin and sent him on.
There you go. Here's some more protection.
You're all fixed up, mate.
The rock solid approach after that, though, the unwavering, we will pass it to you because otherwise everything will fall down.
Definitely.
I think
it was
that was really good after that because everyone had to acknowledge that you were in control before they could join in. You know
most people were pretty good. There was one kid.
All you had to do was scream at a kid for people to respect the process.
Yes.
What I'm genuinely thinking of doing, and it'll be committing at the sin that I don't like doing, is having just a handful on a separate thing that are maybe glued. That's just go nuts. Who cares? Everything on this side, look. On this side, you can handle. So I might do something like that for a future show. See whether or not it's really worth it. But for some things,
please ask for assistance if you'd like to handle the whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Helena put up the sign on it for the AFOL night saying, this is all okay to touch. And then we, out of curiosity, left it there for the opening of day 2, and that turned south within about 30 seconds.
It turned so fast. We both looked at it and went, "Oh, that makes sense. We could probably leave that there." And then it just didn't. It was so quick. Like everyone flocked. All the kids are just going, grabby.
Yeah, and it got very out of hand very quickly. So those signs.
Not everyone has the same definition of touch.
That's right.
Touching doesn't mean take it off the wall and start swinging like a madman.
That's right. Exactly.
My favorite are the kids who turn around and smash something into it. Like they grab something, but they've just got no spatial awareness, and so you end up trying to not to get clocked in the head. It's a delicate balance of the task.
There's a closer possum magic.
Oh, how good.
Geez, Yabsy can take a shot, can't he?
He does good photos.
A little camera of his. It's good. It's little.
Yeah.
I thought
There's some Ninja Turtles.
So he didn't take.
Those are sick, man.
So much fun.
That display is awesome. Like I think it really makes use of that sort of style we stuck with of putting everything vertically. You nailed it.
Mm.
Did you make the mosaic from scratch, Tom?
Which one? Oh, nah. There's what's it? KCZ something. Helena will tell me.
Okay.
They did on Instagram. This is Korean lady, and she does heaps of mosaics. And I saw it on her Instagram, and I took a screenshot and kind of worked off her screenshot. So it's kind of it's close to what she did. It's not my idea, that's for sure. There we go. Told you, Helena would say it. Bang. Asked and answered.
It looks so good. The container, the vial looks so good in the photos.
Yeah, it's when it's right in front of you and you're looking at it up close, it doesn't look like much until you take a few steps back, which is why I had it right at the bottom because it was never close to anyone's eyes.
Yeah, it pops.
This was cool. I don't know who did this.
Was that Ray's?
Is it?
Could be Ray's. I'm not sure.
Seems like something Ray will put up to fill a table. It was cool though. I dug it. So every side had a different.
You've changed, Tom. You've changed.
How? What did I do? Here we go. Helena did say the cube's Ray.
Probably took him a long time to build it. He was very proud of it.
Oh, no. That's not what I mean. Whoa. So Ray, I have noticed in all kinds of shows, he'll just turn up and he'll throw something extra on a table, and it's always a bloody masterpiece. And he's just like, that's just something he had lying around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Have you seen his other big crazy cube pattern things that he's made with just a whole bunch of repeating
Is it the one
parts?
with the, like spider legs and things?
No, there's one that looks like it's a Borg cube or something from Star Trek, but it's just this massive structure that's really like well designed and has all this crazy. I don't know. I can't even describe it, but he's got some cool builds that he just uses a lot of repeating parts, but makes sick patterns on them. I don't know. You got to see
your screen if you can find a picture of it.
No, I
you can do.
It's so hard to find one. Well, I don't even know where to start.
Here we go.
If you start loading it now, it'll be ready for next week.
This was, I think it was the backside of a pirate display.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yes.
This was Jen's mosaics.
Beautiful. Very cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love I don't know the right way to say it, but like the lines breaking up the colors.
Yeah, it's like stained glass.
Like
absolutely.
Yeah, stained glass. Very cool. It was popular too.
Yeah,
because it's beautifully built.
Oh,
probably it's one of those builds.
What is this?
When you look at it from afar.
Not okay.
Fresh from Helena. So it turns out you can send in photos if you want me to share them. Oh, that was the Viking display. Brickspace 9 says. Wait, let me go out.
Yeah, Viking was cool. Had a cool rocking ship in the foreground. A little bit of movement.
Oh, was that the Krog family? Is that them?
Yeah, I think they won with that in Canberra.
They did, yeah. Oh, here's
that was
Damo's,
the first time that we met.
Damo's lovely church.
Cool.
Yeah, it was too. Damo's house
is awesome.
Beautiful.
Good
When
to
you
hear,
lean
Damo.
down and look through the window, you can see down the aisle. It's so gorgeous. Beautiful.
Did you get to see it in the afternoon light when the sun was poking through?
Yeah. It's a nice build. He was
I think
right
Jack
in
and
the convention. Whoa.
I'm sure he picked that spot so he could get some afternoon light coming through it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have.
Yeah, he's like, I need the window, I need the light, I need it on my window here. Bang, done.
They just look like they're glowing, don't they?
Beautiful.
I like when other people take photos because they do such a better job.
I like when people come up to you and go, "Why'd you put white in the middle?"
Yeah,
and
you
then you're like,
that all day, every day, and then it's as soon as it's pull out your phone and they go, "Oh, right, it makes sense." It's literally like they have to look through the lens of a camera to understand what it's going for.
Yeah. Turns out Helena was also the mastermind of the Church of Fet positioning.
Good planning.
Excellent. Good planning.
I think you've found your calling, Helena. Just saying.
By the committee.
Oh, how is this one?
Oh,
this goddamn Gundam.
Pretty average.
It's a bit small, hey.
I can say the cube.
No,
it's weird. I feel like in photos it doesn't look
right
that big. Like it looks big, but not that big. This thing is gargantuan. Like
yeah, I know. The photos don't do it justice. You can't tell from up there. It's amazing. I mean,
genuinely.
No, you can see. Look at the minifigs. The minifigs in the
true.
platform, the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
the
don't even
minifig
notice
in the knee.
It's
Yeah.
taller than the bloke standing next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's outrageously huge.
I've
It's
seen
great.
videos.
Like it makes a great presence because it's not super wide, but it has that verticality.
That's what
And
it
also
is,
the way
yeah.
it's composed on that rigging, it's just like it's got this big A-frame, like bang.
Yeah. Well, it's
Half
giving it.
power.
It's taking the place of the like action figure arm that needs to hold it up. So he's done a good job in that it's both structural as well as pretty. Because he was talking to me and saying like he was considering just having it freestanding with the pole, but he worked it into the story, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it works really, really well.
Someone should give that man a trophy.
Yeah.
That guy should go on Lego.
The whole frame just in the past couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, he had the whole make finish and was in the past couple of weeks. He's like, oh, I think I need more.
Yeah,
I think I
Whipped
need
up this
more.
awesome frame to go with it.
Yeah, he's right.
I remember him saying it's unbelievable.
Is stuff like this in the running for the votes and all that?
I'm sure it would have been.
It's so weird that
It would have copped a lot of votes.
I guess
I
we
would
didn't
assume
get
it would
anything
cost
for
votes.
it.
Did you guys vote?
So I wonder if maybe the people who are there are too busy meeting their Lego Masters.
Oh, yeah,
that they
true.
forget to vote.
So that's the
Just
secret.
trying to eat it.
That's the secret. Just bloody leave them alone and go to the pub.
That is you and Yabs for like a couple of hours going, where are these guys? And they come back after a few pints like, yeah, how good.
They always go to the pub.
And then of course, and then immediately they open up the bar at the place and it's like, oh, and you guys won. It was great. It was so good. No, excellent. Kings.
Next.
Oh,
Dizzy
Wow.
Devil.
That's a lot
This is
of bricks.
Gary, who was helping with Clayface's arm. This is his wife's build, wife Mary's build.
No. Wow.
See, I was confused because I thought he said that he took apart the Phantom to make this, but then the Phantom was there.
Yeah, so the Phantom used to be way bigger. I don't know if you remember it from Brickvention last year.
Right.
It was like, I think it was to his belt. Might have even gone lower so you could see stripy undies.
I don't think I remember the Phantom from Brickvention.
yeah,
No,
it was
last year's
humongous. It was,
Brickvention.
Where was it?
Was that when it was at MSAC?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the MSAC one. I think that wasn't the first time he brought it as well. I think he brought it before that. But
sure.
yeah, it was huge. So that was just the head, that bust. The bust before was full torso and at least to the belt, maybe lower.
He did well to get a full second build out of it because even the Phantom thing that he had left was still quite sizable.
Yeah, it really was. It was just years and years of lug bulk. Mrs. Gary.
Oh, okay.
Also, man, you probably have a lot.
Hey, that's a good photo. I like that photo. Look at Tamara in the background. Oh, I'm getting She's like, oh, I think I like
fluffy
this.
thing in the back.
Yeah, it's great. She's got a very concerned face of not sure if she's actually having a good time.
Oh, I feel like that's a hug from a long lost teddy bear. That's the face I get.
I mean, I feel like the Star Wars things look cuter on film than they do in real life because they got real beady black eyes.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Soulless.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as Stormtroopers. I'm always a bit creeped out to see them in real life because they've just got these big black pits of nothing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so that was what were we looking at? I think I was doing the mech series, and that night I was doing that outfit that he was wearing. So I think I'm going.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a really obscure outfit, and this dude rocks up in it the same day that I'm going to post my stupid.
Aaron just loves it. They love everything about you.
It's something you can take photos
with. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dang.
He does a good Anakin. He
really does.
And they're all really nice, which helps as well. The guys.
Yeah, good.
But he really looks like the animated series.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Yeah.
Princess Peach and her soulless eyes when she's powered down. Princess Peach powered down. What?
The Mario figures when they're not turned on, they're really weirdly soulless.
Is that Clone Wars Anakin? Yep.
Yeah,
depending on
the red and the blue. It's not super obvious in the in the show. It's a little kind of toned down, but yeah, it is red and blue, not brown.
Mm-hmm. And again.
Oh, that looks
my marketing on the back of the shirt revealed.
Yes.
Anytime somebody wanted to know how do I make this, I just turned around, and Loz had one on too, so we were just billboards the whole time. Yeah,
we all need to take notes from Lewis. I think we've seen this photo.
Yeah, I think you're back at the start, maybe.
Hey.
Oh, look at that!
There's our chief photographer in the red panties.
He's getting a bit of growth there now too, isn't he?
Oh, it's so bushy. It's been trimmed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Yabs was getting photos with everyone. It was great.
Hey!
Please.
Nice driving.
It was so cold.
Oh, yeah.
Good photo. The lads.
Hey!
Yabs.
The fireman.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey!
Yay!
And that's the end. Oh, no. Hey!
Hey!
And that's the end. Hey!
Oh, again.
That is actually the end. There's no more arrow. How do I stop sharing now? Sharing.
Yeah, Lewis, are you selling those shirts or what?
No, not at this stage, but I don't think there's exactly a market for it. That's all right. Who knows? Maybe if there's enough of a demand.
They're very cool. Yeah.
Well, Helena's just said she's offered to be your billboard, and Loz is sorting it out.
Just make me do it for the. Can you sponsor an event like Brickbuilt Sydney? I can just get everyone in the same branding.
All right, now let's try and. How long we got? 10 minutes. Let's Unless anyone wants to talk about something else, we're doing really well staying on topic.
Yeah, well done.
I've got a couple of photos if you want to check them up.
Yeah, show them. Do share.
I don't want to share the screen. Can you pull up? They're posted on my Instagram. I'm sure you can pull it up on your browser.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you can
What's
send
your
them
Instagram
to Tom
name,
on.
So.bricked.
Oh, yeah.
We follow each other, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you just don't normally know people's faces, and so sometimes
Yes,
if you talk to somebody for 10 minutes, they realize you've been following each other for years.
There's the person, and then there's their Instagram account, and comes sometimes.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but I chucked up a couple the other day.
Cool.
Some some of Batman's Vacations are up there, I think. The
there we go.
Godzilla on the Sydney micro scale. That was sick. There's a photo of that too.
That was good fun.
Joss's Godzilla on the Sydney scale, and then left it there the next day.
Great build. I mean, everything he does on that table is good.
Here is the award-winning trophy holder. Can you see? You can't see.
You would have to share your screen first. That would be good.
Dave's getting fancy. Look at it.
There you go.
Settle down, Dave.
You've changed.
I've changed as well, Claire. I've changed.
One thing. It is really cool. I took a video of this and I started with that holder because it just totally ties in with the build, I reckon.
The mechanism was just struggling after the first day, hey, because I had it working, but it hadn't been on for 6 hours straight. So eventually, something just started to grind or rub, and next thing you know, it was just like couldn't turn. One way it would go, but it was going the wrong way. And then after a while, just parts would start to fail. So I did a bit of surgery and tried to rebuild it, and eventually I just turned it off. But day 2, it could only be switched on for a moment, and then something would just and slip out. So I'm gonna have to rebuild that one for so I could stay on longer. But yeah, I learned a lot about how things can die after a couple of hours. Yeah, it was on there for a bit.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw it. Yeah.
I got another post of everybody else's build.
Have you seen those videos of GBCs?
It still hasn't uploaded onto my computer.
Have you seen those videos of GBCs where they're just covered in dust at the end of a convention because they've ground the pieces so much?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's full on.
Yeah, when I pulled out a couple of those little gear parts, they were just white. Hey, I was like, I thought these were dark bluish grey.
That's a good shot.
Elite.
I jumped the gun and I took a bunch of photos of your stuff before it was turned on. All the lights and the movement. Yeah, I totally forgot about that because that was first in the morning before everyone came in. I wanted to take photos before the crowds got in, but not everything was switched on yet. So
yeah, that's the trick. Hey.
Yeah.
I am Helena every day.
It's a great shot.
I love that. That's a nice shot, eh? That's so nice.
Yeah.
Look at that floor. It just looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Just polished.
The Church of Boba Fett. That is so a nice shot.
It is, eh?
Cliff Tops. This has been to a few shows. I think this was this at Sydney last year as well?
Who was that? Is that the one that was at Brickvention that goes up the mountain goes up like Mr.
I think it
Boogie?
might have been in Canberra last year, but I might be thinking of a different but similar build.
Because there was one similar to that at Brickvention. Simon? Yeah, that's the one that was at Brickvention, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
It's similar to Mr. Bookie's stuff because they're friends and they talk about their hills. I got some ideas of him for my mountain. Yeah, he's cool.
I did ask
Battle of Hoth is Corin.
Corin.
Corin made the Hoth scene with the snow speeder that spins around. I'm not sure. I had a look. I don't think he has an Instagram.
I've had a few questions about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's sick. It's got this the track underneath the flooring that's connected to the snow speed. It's all just train track. Just going up, and the snow speeder just spins around.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
This is one of my favorites. Someone chucked a dinosaur. That one is so cool.
Very good. I've actually bought the instructions for this and never got around to collecting the parts.
Yeah.
He does some good stuff, man. It was cool to meet him and see some of his little builds in person.
That
was so funny. When they were doing the Lego build.
The wheels, didn't he? He was supposed to use them.
He started making this face and it was looking awesome, but then he's like, well, I don't have parts to make the rest of the body because they were trying to build stuff out of their
box.
Which is just your standard, the box with just basic parts. So he just goes and builds a car for the head.
They got some good pricing on the bidding, I heard too.
The bids are big time.
Oh, this is the famous build from the Lego Masters.
Did you get photos of those things? You should put them up because they're pretty sick. Like the dragon that Joss made, and even the other half that Henry made, out of just the basic bricks, was sick. Cheap Jokes made a cool pirate ship, which is pretty awesome considering he whipped it up out of just standard parts.
That's right.
Who else made some cool stuff? But yeah, there was some really good builds.
I went through all of them on my live on the Saturday afternoon. I'm sure someone else took photos. Here it is.
Oh, that was so cool. He put it there. And they left it there till the morning, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Well, this is all Sunday morning, I think. These photos.
Isn't it amazing? Look at that bloody thing.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see it. Like, his work up close is still, like I think you feel like maybe you'll figure out how it's made. No, it's still a mystery, even when you're looking at it. But then, like, casually he's talking about, he goes, I'm going to make a lit-up Godzilla, and just, like, pulls its head and just de-spines the whole thing. And you get, like, a quick second of trying to, like, photograph what I'm looking at inside to try and remember what it's doing. And it's just all
Get the blueprints.
Like, yeah. It's really fun to get to actually chat with him and pick his brain about how he does it.
Ferry, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I chatted to him at
The ferry.
Brickbuilt. I went down and he was in the restaurant just with Danny from New Zealand and had a good chat. He's quite a shy young man, isn't he? But I had a good chat to him.
Yeah. That's the city setup, isn't it? This was a collaboration too, wasn't it?
Yeah, another city collab.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just bought their bits and pieces. I think that's Helena's sitcom tower there.
How good was that?
How cool is the
Game Boy? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes.
Unbelievable, eh?
Seeing it sitting next to a real one as well with the dimensions.
Yeah.
And that was a safe to touch area. That was really cool.
Right.
It feels as hefty as the actual Game Boy.
Yeah.
And it's solid too. It's not like a fragile build that you pick it up and things fall apart.
Yeah.
Like you hold it like, I feel like I could play this, But the hats for the buttons was so good to get that right color and the right shape of the button. They're little. I'm not sure what minifig hats they are, but they're little hats.
It's like a train.
It's send me the instructions. I actually built it.
Yeah, I was about to ask
that.
that.
Right, you did too. That's cool. Yeah. Awesome, Dave.
I've got some parts on a little order coming in. I'm going to whip one up soon too.
Well, I had to do a little hack though, because the green
trick.
Yeah, the green plate behind it. I just put some vinyl on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a regular window, and I put some green vinyl on it to be able to get the same shade.
Yeah.
Because his look just looks like it's
get the green plate.
Blue. Like he's
the green plate
tile underneath the blue.
No, it's a green tile. But it only came in one set. And it's a set from 1985 or something like that. It's ridiculous.
$500 for the green plate.
Well, I mean, same for the Nintendo plate. Is that from the Atari? Like, there's the printed Nintendo tile, on it. Is that from the Atari?
The what?
Or something else? The Nintendo plate that's on the front of that Game Boy. It's a printed, tile.
I think it's from the Nintendo set.
Yeah. It's like that one would be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
How do I get to my bloody page on the computer? It's confusing, this place.
Yeah, I don't use Facebook on a computer.
The internet?
Stop being cheeky. He's so naughty. Listen to him. Cranky.
I deserve it. What kind of ragtag?
I haven't. No, it's because Todd is not here, so someone has to represent.
That's true.
Someone's got to bring the snark.
Filling the void.
That's true. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I like this one. I love this roof and I love this path. It's nice.
And the backdrop that's really just printed on Corefleet. It's just a render from Studio.
Oh, is it?
I love it.
And I didn't even notice until he pointed it out to me.
I had no idea until you just said.
That was
nice. You say that's a print. The backdrop's a print.
It's a printed backdrop. Yeah.
He
rendered it on Studio and then got it printed
so good.
up.
Way to say brick.
Awesome.
It's a mad hack.
This has been around a while, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see. We realized you could only do a quarter. Like she's done. Well, she's done a quarter. You could only do an 8.
Yeah,
you could just use 3 mirrors. Take off.
It's not half.
Yeah, it's a quarter. It's not a half.
It's a quarter, I suppose. It gets confusing.
I thought it was a half.
No, it's a quarter sphere. So there's a mirror on the back and a mirror on the table.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you could do an 8
That's
if you
less
use 3
building than I
mirrors.
thought. Yay, Helena's.
Line of Squadron.
I love the Maverick. Like that's
the Maverick is.
It's really fun with those printed.
Santa's my favorite.
They look so good.
And I do like the lavender.
Yeah. Benny is the best one.
Yeah.
Spaceship.
Santa right there at the end. He's my favorite.
This is sick.
I'm
a big Witcher fan.
Yeah.
And this was cool to see.
Lots of nice shrubbery, hey. It looks so lush. That'll cost $1 billion. Look at it all.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a whole lot of like bulks again. And like Lego
nice plants in there.
Projects.
This is cool. This is similar to Brick Snaps. I thought it was him for a minute, but he's not. He wasn't down there. That's cute.
Sorry, who?
You know, Brick Snaps, not the one from America, the Australian one. He did. He'll be at Brick Venture. You'll meet him, James. He did a massive tennis court of the Open, the tennis Open.
Oh, right.
He did that. He didn't go. He was at Brick Venture this year, but didn't display. He's really good. Brick Snaps with a Z.
I don't know how I missed that. I'm sure I saw everything, but that last one you displayed, I didn't even see it. There were so many builds.
That last one was right opposite your table. it was across the aisle from your table.
No way. It was the only. I think that was the only part I didn't look at. It was just because that was right across was also where Corin's Star Wars thing was. So I guess if I ever wandered that way, I'm like, as you can tell, I'm a Star Wars nerd.
I like this one. Hey, it's nice. Yabsy would have liked this one. We're a sucker for a castle.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's really nice. It's so neat.
I always love the different colors where they do the dark bluish gray and the regular gray.
Yeah.
It's like that Wampa.
Mm.
Cars.
Is that a filter? You have a filter? It looks a little bit yellow.
So this is nighttime. This was the AFOL night.
Ah, gotcha.
Lights are just yellow. So
weird. Hey, on the light. Every photo and video took an A4 night is all yellow. Everyone said the same thing. Everything got yellow.
Yeah.
It was
and so
foreshadowing
I meant to go on Sunday and see
I
all
love
of them.
This isn't Gabby's thing. I've been watching this for a while. She had it on Insta a few months ago. So clever, hey.
Yeah.
So pretty.
And the monkey.
I love that so much.
Ah, that's why the lights had a green cast in the evening and a purple cast in the morning.
Oh, what?
What's this? They changed the color of the lights.
Yeah, that's
huge. It's huge. It's another one of those things that pics and vids don't really give it justice, but I think hours. I think you need to step ladder to like set it up.
Yeah, look at the size of the beam.
It's another one of those things. Like all the ones I took at night, I meant to go and do it again on Sunday, but just never get around to it. You get distracted talking to people.
Yeah.
A lot of people there to talk to.
Yeah, that's right.
Paul, he's not a good guy.
What is this? And I think that's all I've posted so far because I thought I'd just be able to share the ones on my camera roll, which I couldn't in the end. But it is 10:05 anyway, and we keep to a tight 1 hour. No mucking around.
That's good. We like a time. A good show is a quick show.
Good show is a quick show. Thank you for staying on topic, everyone. Even though I tried to leave.
Feels weird.
It feels, it feels like it's not us. It doesn't feel right.
It's got a weird taste.
No, it doesn't. You're right there.
We
don't want to get the wrong idea.
We were trying to impress Jacko. That's what.
Yeah, we wanted to come back. We wanted to tell the truth. We don't talk about
good in front of Jacko.
No, I've watched your streams before. I know how you can just go off topic.
Yeah, how we roll.
Yeah, I know you roll. I remember once I was watching you guys were like 20 minutes in and you hadn't even started talking about the topic yet.
Sounds about right.
You're going to have to be more specific because that's too much of a week.
Good banter though. It's good banter.
It is fun talking to you guys. What's everyone up before we go? What's everyone up to next? What's your next project? What have you started?
Pulling apart things.
Ooh. Your build? Are you pulling it apart?
Oh, some of them. Not everything. No, the movie set staying, all the Star Wars stuff, and some of the other things are coming apart. I want my parts back.
Yeah, I love that movie set. The way it like wrapped around, like just that hinge means when you're sitting in front of it, standing in front of it, it's wrapped around you. I really appreciate that.
The table straight. It was like, just sort of looked at it and went, huh. And then my brain thought, okay, how do I build this? But I need to rebuild that mechanism so it actually works again. It doesn't explode.
With less
so
pixie dust.
Less pixie dust. So that'll be my next thing after I do some sorting and organizing and, get back on track.
Are you taking it to another show, Jacko? Where's the next show for it?
There is I think there's one on the Central Coast in a couple of weeks. I hadn't put my name down yet. I'm not sure. Other than that, no. The next big show isn't. It's in Adelaide, isn't it? Right? Or Brisbane? Yeah, interstate. I haven't really got plans to travel interstate at the moment, but one day.
No. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it takes a toll.
What about you, David? You got anything in the works?
Well, yep. This Sunday, there's forgot the name. Is an exhibit at a school, but I'm just gonna visit. We have Brickbuilt coming up. I'm going to Wyndham as well.
Me too.
Going.
I said something in Wyndham.
Where's Wyndham? Is that in Victoria?
Yeah, I used to work
Victoria.
across from Wyndham.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I saw it pop up on Instagram, and I said to David, "You went to this, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah, sign up. We'll hang out."
Yeah.
Oh, was it the one Fleur put up as well? Did Fleur put that, or was that something else?
That was That is what was she when you guys were at Bendigo Bricks?
She was in Sydney. Illawarra.
Illawarra, yeah.
What about you, Claire? What are you working on?
I've got we're having a little pop-up show next Saturday, so I got to work out how many base plates I'm taking for that. I don't think I'll have much room, so I might just take 2. More so to practice transporting, but I got some of those Bunnings big kick-ass containers, so I think I'm set. So just want to practice moving it, make sure the whole thing doesn't frigging fall apart. I think it will, but yeah.
That's good practice.
Build it.
Yeah, good practice. Yeah.
How about you, Lewis?
Oh, the Mox Market is happening this weekend, I think.
Yeah, Kale's thing's happening this weekend.
As well, yeah. I think I'm going to go to Kale's thing, but as a visitor, because I'm going to the Mox Market on Saturday.
All right. It's my daughter's birthday on Saturday, so I'm at home this weekend.
Yay, happy birthday.
No, I think it's open to the public. I think everyone can go.
What am I working on? Well, at the moment, no new designs other than mechs, as always, until I go to Chicago.
You're really aren't you?
Yeah, well, there's just a bunch lined up.
Mech after mech after mech after mech.
After mech, it's like, oh, look, Lewis did a mech.
Yeah. I'm putting together an actual incredibly lovely gift from Tom and Yabs, which is the Camaro to go alongside the other cars.
Show us the Camaro.
Beautiful.
So this far in, this is... Well, I'm 5 bags in, and I did 4 bags while we were streaming.
Oh,
a little bit yesterday.
That's awesome. It's going to be nice.
Actually, it's coming together well. I'm very excited to put it along the rest. It's just a matter of picking what
I'll working on next.
Ooh, show us.
This is next.
Oh yeah, you got it. Did you win that, or did you just get it?
This is what I got for the mock card. So thank you.
Holy shit, that's a good prize.
Committee. Make your mock cards, guys. Come on.
Bloody hell.
Bring your mock card down next year, everyone.
You got that and the trophy. Jesus Christ.
You might not win the big build, but you can win the B bracket.
Yeah.
You recognize this one?
Oh,
that's sick.
You recognize this build? You know what it is?
Is that the garage, corner garage?
No, it's the Grand Emporium.
Color, is it color swapped, or is that the normal color?
That's not the normal color.
Yeah, it's the normal color.
It changes.
I think we just forget what the ground floor
I'm
is.
thinking of the boutique hotel. It's all
this is the Grand Emporium from 2011.
Wow. Is that the original parts, or did you buy all the parts?
No, it's the original one.
Holy shit, you haven't built it till now.
No, I have, but it was taken. But now I have the room to put it.
Oh,
you're on the rebuild.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I'm on the rebuild.
It doesn't look like the garage. They must all have the same sort of
Yeah, they've been doing it for
Man,
a
no,
long
that
time.
looks like the corner garage.
The last time this set was built was 2014.
Wow.
It's been sitting in a drawer since then.
I'm still going to come over and help you out, David.
Dude, I'm telling you, whenever you want.
You guys live so close. Why
Go
are
build
you
some
over
Lego.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come over.
I'd come over if I lived there.
What am I doing? The next thing I'm doing is because I bumped out in the dark. I've got a lot of rebuilding to do.
Don't you?
Did you break a bunch of stuff on the bump out?
Yeah, I was just because I was conscious. I was one of 5 people in the hall, and because I was interstate like early on, and so I had this massive build, and I was just dumping everything in tubs because I didn't want to hold everyone else up.
Yeah, the pressure would have been hard. Everyone's standing at the door, just going, "Come on, get out of the way."
I had to do 3 trips to get everything out, and like I felt like every time everyone's like antsing more. Like, is this the last one? Everyone just wanted to go.
How many people are at the door just looking at their box or something, and it's just right there, ready to go, and they're like,
So
"I can just go home," but yeah. So what, you had to just smash it all in, or
it's not smashed, like. It's kind of in the proper pieces, but they're shattered around the edges, kind of thing. It wasn't a careful put in the tub. It was just like, boom. As long as it falls in the tub, we can redo it.
Yeah, as long as the pieces stay like around each other, you'll know that it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to change.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. This is so good.
Thank you.
See you Saturday night.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming again.
See you Saturday night.
Saturday night live stream, 8:30.
And if anyone thinks of a topic that we can ignore next week, let me know.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, dude, this week was fabulous. We did a really good job. So
We did.
Yeah.
Don't
This
say
week
yourself a pat on the
was
back.
unusual. We're just trying to impress Jacko.
yeah, that was it.
Come back anytime.
Yeah.
I think 6 guys aren't loose. Yeah, good.
All right, take it easy, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. Farewell,
All right.
YouTube.
Hey,